And we are live. What's going on, brother?
What's going on, man? We're back.
Yes, we are. Sorry we missed a week there. I was dealing with some back shit.
So, what happened? You bent over, couldn't get back up, or what?
Pretty much, man. I got railed and then couldn't walk for about a week.
So, what's the deal there, then?
The most bitch-ass part about it, I have a herniated disc in my back, to cut it short. I was like warming up at the gym doing deadlifts and fuck my shit. Dude, I couldn't walk. I couldn't move. I couldn't sit. You know how much it hurt to sit on the toilet? Dude, it hurt so fucking bad.
I had to get my disc operated on. I know exactly how that feels, bro.
You got the fusion stuff, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I did, yeah.
Isn't that like illegal now?
Yeah, they stopped doing it shortly after they did mine.
Feels bad, huh?
I couldn't even have pants on. It felt like it was like choking my waist, bro.
That's just an excuse, bro. Don't bullshit me like that.
So, yeah, I know exactly what you went through, and that's fucked up, man. It's, I still deal with it till this day. Like, I still have to go to chiropractor to this day, bro. And I'm talking, like, this is, like, over 20 years of my life, man.
You're probably, like, in terms of injuries, have the shittiest luck out of anyone I've ever met in my life. Yeah, I know.
It's fucked up, man. And you don't even know the half of it. Like, one time, my hand was stuck closed like this. I couldn't open it. I had to drive stick home.
How hard were you jerking off, bro?
No, we were partying my sister's birthday, bro. It was I spent the night in Kits.
Yeah.
Woke up just fucking mangled the next day. Well, I've had my arm stuck across like this, bro.
Okay, how the fuck does that happen? How do you just have your arm stuck, bro?
I'm not even joking. Like you wouldn't believe it. Like almost. I don't my shoulder, it, right? Like my shoulder just recently.
Yeah. But like that.
And I had this other shoulder.
But that
for
makes
like
sense.
2 years.
There's a calcium buildup. I got my arm stuck. How the fuck do you get your arm stuck?
I don't know, but I had to use.
Did you not go to the doctor?
No, I did. I had to use acupuncture, and that brought my arm fucking down. It's fucked up, bro. Yeah, I'm not even joking, man.
If anyone else told me that story, I'd be like, dude, you're fucking lying. Get the fuck out of my face.
Yeah. Oh, I got people vouch for this shit, bro. Yeah, dude, I used to walk like dragging my leg behind me. Like my back was so fucked.
Doing the Terry Fox.
Oh, bro. Yeah, bro. He beat me in a race for sure. So.
That's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
There was a guy I used to know. He was mangled, like fucked out of his mind. He went on like a 5-day bender. Didn't sleep for like 5 days. Finally passed out on the couch. Bro. He slept for like 2 days straight. Like, I think it was like 36 hours.
Yeah.
But he slept on his hand, and his hand was asleep the entire time, and it basically killed all use in his one hand. And so he couldn't use his hand anymore because he slept on it
for forever?
Forever.
Whoa.
And so he woke up, he couldn't use his hand, and so they went to the hospital, and they had to set his hand. So he set it like this, so it's slightly open. He says to ride dirt bikes, but, you know. Right. The man's got to take care of himself.
Yeah. Goes gives her a grip. He's like, yeah, right about there.
Yeah, right about there. No, a little tight, Yeah, right there. But yeah, dude, he slept on his hand. Bro. I don't know how you just woke up and it was like that.
I remember going to the hospital when it was my back.
Mm-hmm.
I had to so I couldn't even sit. I'm Superman in my buddy's car, the back seat, just like this.
Yeah.
They carried me in the hospital. I'm on the ground. Because I couldn't sit in the chair.
Yeah.
And the bitch is like, you can't fucking lay there. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? I can't even sit in a fucking chair.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then finally get in there, and these fuckers think I just want drugs, dude.
They're thinking you're like just some crackhead.
Just think, fucking in Ridge. They're like,
you look like
for sure, this guy, 100%, right? They thought I just wanted drugs. And long story short, I needed fucking surgery. Like, fuck you guys. This is why when this shoulder thing happened, really debatable going back there. I'm like, I'll fucking drive to Coquitlam.
Yeah, my doctor was pretty good, because I'd never had pain like that before, ever. Like, I've had a lot of sprains and tears and shit, right? Like, tons. And this one hurt so bad that I was like, she's like, I don't think you have any like bone damage. I'm like, can we do x-ray? She's like, yeah, I'll get you in right now. And so she was super, super chill about like making sure I was like on top of my shit.
I gotta give it, these guys got me in x-rays right away. But still, just like, this hospital also operated on the wrong arm of this guy we know. Really sketchy history, bro.
How the fuck do you operate on the wrong arm?
Right?
No. The one I drew the X on. Fucking walk in there, the X is on the wrong arm.
Yo, on the topic of fucking bad doctors.
Yeah. I got a story from the hospital.
Tyrod Taylor.
Yo, that's so whack. How do you function? Yo,
son.
Okay, the first thing I thought about, have you ever seen the movie Get Him to the Greek?
Is P. Diddy in there?
I don't think so.
Then no.
it's Russell Brand and who's that guy? Seth.
Yeah, I think
Seth,
P. Diddy's in there.
I don't know if he's in there. He might be.
Are they like rubbing the fur wall? And
yes,
shit,
rub the
dog?
fur wall.
Yeah,
They're all like
P.
fucking
Diddy's
all
in that
methed out.
shit.
Is he?
That sounds really fucked up. I'm not.
Furry
Anyways,
wall,
go on. Yeah. I think I have
wall.
seen it.
Dude, there's one scene where like he's having like a stroke or something, and then Russell Brand fucking just gets up. He's like, "I'm gonna stab you with this EpiPen," and it's a shot of adrenaline, and he just fucking right through the lungs.
I remember
That's
that.
like the first shit I thought of with this Tyrod Taylor shit.
How brutal! Like,
bro.
So, doctors obviously getting sued.
Oh, for sure, as he should be.
Real talk, Justin Herbert deserves to be quarterback.
And this is the
and
thing.
if this is what it takes, then you know what, Tyrod.
Yeah, it was straight inside job, dude. They're like, yeah, this Justin. I know we promised you,
like,
but how much? I need
Herbert paid off the doc.
I need you to give him that, please. Really give him that.
And like,
that's fucked
I don't
up.
know.
You think about it, that guy might lose his starting job because some doctor was a fuckwit. That's what I'm saying. How can you give the reins back to him when Herbert looks like that?
You don't.
Also, what kind of cornball name is Herbert? I was thinking of Herbert the pervert from Family Guy.
Family Guy.
Yeah.
Oh,
you know the old dude's always trying to bang on Chris?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Herbert the pervert.
Yeah, I don't know, man. And I don't know how long does it take to get back from a punctured lung, do you know?
I would think, like, you puncture your lung, that's, like, usually, like, ICU, right? Like, serious trauma ward type shit. So I would think at least, like, 2 months. And by that point, they played 8 games with Justin, 9 games, 10 games. That's over, bro. If he's doing well, he keeps continuing like this, shit's over.
No, I really like him. Anthony Len says that Tyrod's not angry or upset. I got a hard time believing that.
He's got to say that. Yeah, for sure.
I guess, but, like, if I was that doctor, you can lose... Can you lose your license?
Oh, for you, dude! You punctured a lung. What was he giving him? It was some sort
pain
of
injection.
Yeah. How the fuck do you
just cause so much more pain?
Buddy, you know what? Okay.
You did like the exact opposite of what you're supposed to do.
Okay, but this is also like some bro shit here you gotta think about, right? Like, if you're Tyrod Taylor, you're an NFL athlete. You got some pecs on you, right? Like, you're thick in the chest. You're fucking good shape.
Where are we going with this, man?
I want to fuck Tyrod Taylor. That's basically
God,
where this is going.
This is a super suspect here. Took a hard left.
But you got to think, how far do you got to shoot through his pec to puncture his lung?
I don't know.
You got to get through his pec, past his ribs, right down in that. Like, how the fuck do you manage that?
What kind of pain injection are you giving?
You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, it just seems super sus. I don't know.
Yeah, well, you just lost your starting job to the doctor. That's fucking dope. What else what were we talking about? How did we get on that topic?
We were talking about the hospital. Oh, quick thing about the hospital. Because I sat there for like fucking 4.5 hours.
Ah, brutal.
And the thing was, I couldn't sit because my ass hurts so much, right? Because it's like my lower back lumbar. And so I was standing for like 4 hours. My feet were just falling asleep. Brutal. Some dude got wheeled in, and this guy was straight like greaseball crackhead, like Maple Ridge trash, right?
Nice.
He was, I guess, working fucking landscaping, and he took hedge trimmers and chopped his fucking finger off. He sat there for 3 hours before they brought him in.
Wow, really?
He came in an ambulance, right? They fucking like grabbed his finger, put it in like some bandage and stuff, and it's just pouring blood everywhere. They stick him in a wheelchair and put him off to the side. He sat there for 3.5 hours.
They're probably
missing,
like,
bro,
making him sit there and think about what he did because he's so stupid. They're like, no, this guy, he's gonna have to sit there and actually think about this.
Dude, how
shit.
the fuck can you like? There's like older
That's
people
pretty
who
weak.
are like I have some back pain, or like I'm coughing a lot, and they're getting in before this guy, and he's sitting there missing a finger. Oh, I'd be chapped.
Did they save the finger then?
I don't think so, dude.
You can save that shit, right? You're supposed to put it on ice or some shit, aren't you?
That sounds right, but I'm not gonna
I think you can
claim like I know it. Couldn't you do that with anything then?
I'll claim like I know. Yeah.
Couldn't you do that with anything? If you can do it with the finger, can't you do it with an arm, with your dick, with your leg?
Well, finger and arm, totally different story.
What are you talking about, bro? It's just a bigger arm.
They come in with this, be like, yo,
buddy, it's just a bigger. I got it on ice, bro. You're walking with a cooler, just dragging it.
Yeah, I don't know about that, man. I don't know about that. We talked briefly about the football game yesterday.
Yeah, do you want to? Okay, dude, there's a lot of really good football games.
Yeah, this weekend was sick.
I know you fucking...
Way better than last weekend.
I know you're sitting there in your Death Star with like 10 different screens going and watching every single game at the same time.
It's tough. These fuckers on one of my apps limited how many screens I can watch on it.
That's a bitch. Yo,
kind of sets me off.
you gotta just. There's a website. It's called Crack Streams. Just Crack Streams. I watch all the MMA fights. All the football games are on there.
Crack Streams.
Crack Streams. Yes, for everyone listening, Crack Streams is the shot. Yeah, it's good. But it's like actually like high def stuff.
Oh, word.
And there's like no interruptions. You just click the ad off at the very beginning.
Okay.
And like you know how most of the time it like pops up all the time.
Yeah.
You just click through 2 of them at the very beginning, then it never comes on again. Super good.
Yeah, this week was fucking sick, dude.
I watched because I got fucking mangled on Friday night.
Nice.
And I was like coming down hard all day Saturday and most of Sunday. So I late to work, but then watched the end of the Bengals and Eagles game. That was really hard to say.
That was a hard game to watch, that one.
Yeah, the ending was a gong show. I feel
Bro, Ty. I fucking hate ties.
Okay, let's start with this then. Where are you at on Carson Wentz?
Okay.
I'm gonna check the camera.
I've always backed the guy. I've always liked him. I actually liked him better than Goff coming out of school. Always try to stick up for him. I can't fucking stick up for this guy no more, bro.
I'm in the exact same boat, bro. It's over.
It's like you watch him and how do you regress in your 5th year? Peterson's a good coach. Now, partly he's on the O-line for sure. But here's the thing, like last year took a bunch of practice squad guys to the playoffs, won the division, bro. This year has real receivers. I'm thinking, fuck, for sure.
100%. Everyone
got
was
it on
that.
lock, right? Like,
Yep.
Don't trust Washington, and no disrespect.
We're shit.
We'll get to your team.
The whole division's shit, bro.
Don't worry, we're gonna get to my team too. God damn. But
0-3.
I can't stick up for him no more. Mm-hmm. Those 2 interceptions were brutal. Okay, so for the year, he's 79 of 132, so it's 59% completion.
Yeah, you can't do that.
737 yards, 3 touchdowns, 6 picks, 63.9 QBR. And here's the thing. The extension kicks in next year.
Yep.
So they're on the hook for 4 years of 132 mil. And the next 3 weeks, he has to play the 49ers, Steelers, and Ravens. Good fucking luck.
No one is touching that contract. No one. You are stuck with him for the next 4 years.
But here's the thing, too. If I was the coach, do I go with someone else? Hell no. Because I let Hurts play, and if Hurts doesn't work out, then what? You're fucking absolutely fucked. So you can't move off of Wentz now. You can't. You're going to have to ride this out, and
Whew, that reeks.
Peterson's going to have to be, I think, better play calls for him, I think, too. That's part of it.
You don't think you give Jalen Hurts a shot?
No.
Why not?
Because if Jalen Hurts doesn't work, what do? You don't go back to Carson.
Yeah, but what if he works?
No, I don't trust him with no preseason, no OTAs.
No, I'm not saying this season, but I'm saying next year.
Too early to say. I can't say on next year. I got to see how this year plays out. But I don't give up on him this year is what I'm saying right now.
For this season.
A lot of people are like, yo, put him in now. No way
I disagree with that too.
First of all, we're only 3 games in. I know he's really bad, but we're still only 3 games in. Second thing, the division he plays in is ass. Mm-hmm. He's only 1 game out, bro. It's not like week 16 and they're done. You know what I'm saying? He's 1 game out.
Yeah.
Can it be fixed? Yeah, I think he can play a lot better. So, like, no huge overreaction, but he's god awful. Like, you can't hide that. You can't.
And that's the thing too is I think for me I'm not saying bench Carson Wentz. I'm saying there's been a lot of humming and hawing. Is he good? Is he not good? I am now firmly in the he's not very good camp. I'm not saying they need to absolutely bench him, but they're now looking at Jalen Hurts as a serious like, okay, do we need to give that over to him?
According to Pro Football Focus, he has 12 turnover-worthy plays in 3 games. That's twice as many as any QB. Mm-hmm. And on throws of 10 or more yards, 62% of those passes are uncatchable. That's 12% more than any other quarterback.
How much is his contract worth? Like average?
$132 million for 4 years.
That's so whack.
So you're looking here. Hang on here.
That's 43K, 43 mil a year.
Oops.
No,
I just made him a lot richer.
It's 33
a year.
33 a year, not 43.
So yeah, they're but like I said, their division's ass, so there's still time yet.
Yep. What else you want to touch on? I thought, for me, my favorite game of the week was the Cowboys-Seahawks game.
Yeah, we could talk about it. That, and the Rams and Bills was...
That was a super good game, too.
Stupid, too. DK Metcalf dropping that touchdown.
Bro? What are you doing?
I
think...
Russ said that he went up there and told him never do it again.
Oh, fuck yeah, he did, for sure.
I think real talk, he made up for it at the end there, too,
did.
So that was kind of cool, too.
I think that's one of those things where DK is very, very game. He's proven that he's very, very game, and I think that's a mistake that happens once in his career. I'm glad it happens in a game that really doesn't matter that much.
Did you watch the previous week Seahawks-Patriots?
I watched most of it.
I just bring that up because, again, DK Metcalf, Stephon Gilmore was on him that game. Mm-hmm. Defensive Player of the Year. Mm-hmm. Nobody throws to Gilmore's way. And Russ fucking picked on him.
And he buzzed his
and
ass,
DK
bro.
and Gilmore were going at it that game
Dude,
hard.
So scrappy.
I just thought that was like almost like DK's coming out party. It's just like, yo, like everyone knows, yeah, he did good last year and whatever, but like to play that way against New England secondary and specifically Gilmore. Like, yo, Gilmore shut down Cooper last year. Mm-hmm. Dude, Gilmore shut down everybody last year.
Yep.
So, to see that, and then he comes in this game, I think maybe it kind of got to his head, bro.
I think so, too.
Well, whatever. Like, I could see that.
That's what I'm saying. It's good that this actually happened to him.
So, I bet you it never happens again for his career.
Same.
So,
that's
you know
what I mean, right?
I
think him and Tyler Lockett are...
him and Russell Wilson are the best.
Underrated.
Long ball
extremely
combo.
Underrated. They're so nasty, man. Okay, do you think it's Tyler Lockett and DK are better than everyone says? Russ is just that good?
Russ is that good because, yo, you got to remember, Tyler Lockett was brought in to be a gadget guy.
Yep.
Wasn't like... The reason why nobody drafted Metcalf is because everyone said that he only can run fast in a straight line. No one thought he would be this route runner. Mm-hmm. So, the genius of Seattle and their player development and Russ... Yo, Russ has never had premium wide receivers.
Nope. Never been a thing.
Never had premium O-linemen. Maybe
Russ
Dwayne Brown right now, but he's kind of a bit past. But like
Russ has never had anything premium offensively in his entire career.
So it's all of those things. But yeah, for sure, it's huge credit goes to Russ for sure.
He's playing at MVP level. Like clear cut. There's no one touching him right now, in my opinion, for MVP.
No, I said after week 1. That's my dark horse MVP.
You did actually say that.
And then he's gone on to throwing 14 touchdown passes in 3 games. No one's ever done that many. Seahawks are 3-0, but here's the fucked up thing. You want to talk about greatness of Russell Wilson? Seahawks have the fucking worst defense out there too. The worst pass defense. They've allowed 450 yards,
pass yards per game.
3 straight games, bro.
Which is fucked.
Russell Wilson has the same amount of passing touchdown as the entire NFC West combined. The Jets have 80 passing touchdowns over the last 69 games. Russell Wilson has 80 touchdowns over his last 35 games.
That's okay. Say that again, because that's a crazy stat.
The Jets have 80 passing touchdowns over their last 69 games as a team. Mm-hmm. Russell Wilson has 80 passing touchdowns over his last 35 games.
That's fucking wild, dude.
Under pressure, he has an adjusted completion percentage of 100% and a passer rating of 156.3.
How does
both ranking first?
How does adjusted completion rating work?
Not exactly sure. It's just a Pro Football Focus stat. I don't know how they do it.
Those pro football guys are hilarious. You ever listen to some of their like podcasts or YouTube shows?
No, I don't listen to them.
They're fucking really, really good.
Yeah, no, I don't listen to them.
You know what else is really dope that I've been getting into? You'd really like this shit, and I meant to talk to you about it the other day. NFL on their YouTube channel, just NFL YouTube. They have these talks where it's Carson Palmer, and who's the big guy, like Coach O type dude? He's on NFL Network all the time. He reminds me of Coach O. If you heard him. He's a ex linebacker, or sorry, not linebacker, lineman. They sit down with Stephon Gilmore, with Jalen Ramsey, with Ryan Tannehill.
Go through game tape,
and it's X's and O's.
Yeah, cool.
And like super nuanced position by position. It's fucking dope.
I follow some guys on YouTube that do the same thing.
Yeah.
But I'll check it out for sure.
It's really interesting to hear those guys actually break down their like.
I see it on the zone too that they bring those guys in. Because on DAZN, when you watch the games, they run their own commercials, and they're doing the exact same thing. There's
really
a bunch of
interesting.
guys with the guys going over game tape. Yeah, I really like that shit. Some of these guys can break that shit down like super easy.
Dude, one of the most interesting ones I ever heard that I watched was Quentin Nelson talking about rush lanes and defending different rush lanes and breaking it down super, super in depth. And I've never heard anyone talk about it from like O-line or D, like a little bit less D-line, but O-line, I've never heard anyone really talk about it in depth. And it was
I just watched a video on Josh Allen, why he's so much better this year than he was last year. And the guy was going through his throwing mechanics and everything. And last year he was dragging his back foot. And it's just cool how they break that shit down. And like, anyway.
So much more nuance to the game than we actually like pick up than the average fan.
Well,
really
I ain't no
recognizes.
fucking coach. I don't know all this shit.
That's what I mean,
you know
right?
What I mean? So yeah, for sure, it's great to see these guys break it down. And like some of these guys that break this shit down, like, are like super young, bro.
Yeah, and you can tell
You
that
know
like,
what I mean? It's just
this
like,
is
damn.
literally football is what they do, and like one specific aspect of football. Like, I'm a linebackers coach. This is all I do is worry about this one position. I'm gonna be the best in the world at getting guys to play this one position. Crazy in depth.
Like I didn't know. NFL teams, they have like, what was it? I think the Seahawks have the least amount of assistant coaches, and they have 17.
I saw that.
That's fucking ridiculous.
That is.
I think it was the Seahawks. There's like 2 teams out there that have, and that's the least. I'm like, fuck, how many assistant coaches are there, bro?
Most
Like
teams,
I know
think,
there's like quarterbacks, linebackers, like I know all that.
Every
But
position.
where are the rest?
Yeah.
What the fuck are they doing? That's like 10. I'm thinking of like all the coordinators, linebackers, cornerbacks, like all those position coaches.
Yeah.
Let's say that's, I don't know, 10 or 15.
Well,
What are the rest?
Well, no, think about it, right? Like,
You got cornerback, safety, linebackers, O-line, D-line, running backs, quarterbacks, receivers,
fullback, tight end.
fullback, tight end. Fullback's probably with the running backs, I'm guessing.
Probably.
Tight end. So let's say that's 10. Where are the rest? What are the rest of the coaches doing?
Strength and
And then you have
conditioning.
offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator, head coach.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's not a lot of fucking coaches, though,
I wonder
right?
if some teams have multiple, like,
I guess you got
coaches for
53
different
dudes, right?
positions.
You need a lot of coaches, but
100%
that's
you
a
do.
lot of coaches
But you
for
think about
53
it,
dudes.
I bet you some of the bigger positions, like a cornerback or the D line or O line, has multiple coaches because there's like five guys you got to worry about if you're on the O line, right?
No, it's one guy. It's one O-line
No,
guy.
but I'm saying I bet you he has assistants because there's no way he can coach 5 different guys at the same time all the time.
I don't know. Like, I only see one O-line coach.
I guarantee they have. Some of them have assistants for sure.
Maybe. I don't know. But, like, all, like, those coaches that I named, it's always just the one coach I've seen.
There's a fuck ton that goes into running a football team.
Oh, for sure.
Because I bet you. Okay, well, you think about it too. There's like all the
egos. Fuck me, man.
dude, trying to balance
God
that
damn.
would be wild. But then
Bunch
you
of
think about all
fucking
the guys
divas
like
probably, bro.
Oh, for sure. Then you think
Or
about
some of them, anyways.
all the guys who are like trying to like your film watching coach. All those guys who break down film exclusively. You know what I mean? Like there's tons that way too.
I would love to sit in those meetings. Just to, like, learn
Just
the
be
game.
a fly on the wall,
Yeah,
right?
it'd be dope.
Yeah,
I'd be
it'd be
so
sick.
lost, but it'd be cool.
What are the teams you want to talk about?
Chiefs Ravens last night. Did we talk about that?
Yep.
No, we did?
We haven't talked about it yet.
Okay, yeah. So that was over quick, eh?
Yeah, that was
Mahomes
over
is
very,
like,
very
yo,
quick.
I had Ravens winning this game. I'm like, yo, they're gonna run it all night long. They're gonna keep Mahomes off the field, and Lamar's gonna finally break through. And none of that happened. Fucking Mahomes came out there and was like, fuck all y'all. You guys voted me number 4 on the NFL Top 100. Lamar was voted number 1. And he came out there and basically gave everyone the middle finger. He said, fuck you guys, I'm number 1.
that was
And it's
a
like, yo, you know what? You are number 1.
It was a huge statement game.
So,
Who do you think's better, Russ? Sorry to get back to it, but who do you think's better, Russ or Wilson, or Russ or Mahomes?
here's the fucked up thing. Pat Mahomes didn't know how to read a defense until halfway through last year.
He started playing college in his freshman or
Halfway through last year.
sophomore.
He didn't know
He
how.
started playing football, right? Sophomore year he started.
I
In
can't
high-
remember.
High school, like it was super late.
So let this sink in. He didn't know how to read defenses, and he threw for 50 touchdowns his first year.
Which is all just intuition and gut.
That's fucking disgusting, dude.
Yep.
So I would probably say Mahomes because of he's younger. Like, I love Russ, but fuck, man, what Mahomes? Well, Andy Reid's got the best screen game in the league.
There was some nasty like. It was like they double pull guards different ways, and fake a run this way, and they'd have the tight end come over the top the other way, and it was just so hard to read. You could watch the Ravens defense
misdirection all day long,
all over the place, bro.
Anyway, he's just an offensive genius, and but Mahomes is ridiculous. Now, Baltimore, you never see it; they're never down. They're not built to come back from being down. They can't win when they're down. The biggest deficit they've come back from with Lamar is only 8 points.
Really?
Yeah, dude.
That's a weird stat.
So it just goes to show you, Lamar consistently.
Why do you think that is?
Well, they last year they ran over everyone, literally, like the over 2,000 yards rushing. That's how they're built. Lamar rushes, Ingram rushes.
I think
and that's what you are. You know what I mean? And that's how you make your money. And you did good. But here's the thing. Lamar Jackson is 21-1 against competition in the NFL, but he's 0-3 against Kansas City. So you're going to have to go through Kansas City for the next 10, 15 years, bro.
Year.
I don't care how good you are for the rest of the NFL. You want to go to that Super Bowl, you're going to have to go through Pat Mahomes. And so far, you can't make it. Yeah. You're 0-3. You lost 2 playoff home games to Kansas City. And, like, yesterday, even admitted, he's like, yo, the Chiefs are kryptonite. I didn't like hearing that, honestly.
That's almost admitting defeat.
Yeah, and, like it's
we
true,
can't beat them.
But I don't want you to say it out loud, bro.
I think it's because... when you're behind as a QB, you're forced to stand in the pocket and pass. And Lamar still isn't. Lamar's not a consistent passer yet.
I give him. Here's one thing.
He's definitely better than he used to be.
I seen a stat. He's actually tied with Russel Wilson since last year for the most pocket passes for touchdowns.
But I think that's a result of the run game, because he has all these read options. He has all these read options. He can run play action. Like, you bite so much harder on a Baltimore play action than you do any other team just because of Lamar. So that basically opens up the deep ball when it comes to passing. That opens up red zone plays because you're scared of running plays. But when you know he's behind and you know 100% he is going to pass, it allows you freedom when you're playing against Baltimore. So I'd be interested to see what his passer rating is when behind. You know what I mean?
Here's the thing. They're never behind. That's why they're always so good.
Apart from in games that matter, like the KC game.
Last year, they were down 23-6, I think, to KC. So it's almost like Giannis. Yeah, you're good in the regular season, but that doesn't count. And I'm not trying to take away from Lamar's greatness. He's one of the rare guys where a screen is like dedicated. Like, Kyler Murray gets a screen every Sunday for me. That guy's just you gotta watch him. Lamar's another dude, but Mahomes is that guy too. But like on a game like this where everybody was watching, you were favored to complete 15 of 28 for only 97 yards.
Under 100 yards.
You had 83 yards rushing, but 30 of them were on the first carry of the game. And like I said, it was over at halftime. They kind of took their foot off the gas.
Yep.
One of their touchdowns was on return. So that's even less on the offense.
Yep.
So, and then again, Mahomes versus the blitz last night was like 16 for 18, 200 yards, 3 touchdowns.
He was wild. He was over 200 yards versus the blitz. They also blitzed, I think it was like 48%.
Fastest QB to 10,000 yards too.
Didn't they blitz on like 48% of plays? Baltimore loves
they always
blitz.
do that though. Yeah, that's nothing
Love
new.
to blitz.
Yeah, that's nothing new. I think they average like 45%.
Okay, but if you're playing KC and clearly the blitz isn't working, do you back off of it?
If
like it felt like Baltimore didn't adjust coming into the second half. They just kind of kept doing what they were doing.
But that's how their defense is built. The only way I've seen Mahomes ever have problems. San Diego last year, I think he only averaged like 178 yards passing against them. And the reason why is because they can get pressure with only 4 guys. San Francisco gave him problems for 3.5 quarters. Why? Because they had pressure with only 4 guys. That's the key to giving him fits. You can't blitz. Once you can figure out, like ask Russell Wilson, once you can figure out how to read a blitz, they're useless.
Yeah.
Ask Peyton Manning. Ask Tom Brady.
Yeah.
You can blitz them 65%, 75%. I don't care. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It don't matter anymore.
Yeah, 100%.
That's just how great he is, bro. He's like Peyton Manning. Like it don't matter. And don't get me wrong. It's not like he's never gonna get caught. Weak side blitz, whatever. Sure, he's gonna get caught. But it's just not gonna work like that on him anymore. Mm-hmm. You know, that's just how great he is, and it is what it is. But that's the only way you beat Mahomes is consistent pressure with only bringing 4. That's the only way.
I think one, Baltimore's front 4 isn't good enough to do that. But 2, I also think that their cornerbacks are a little overrated.
Right, they're both all pros though. I was actually excited to watch the matchup with Humphries and Peters. Peters on the McCole Hardman, Peters jumped the route bad, and this is, I think, the greatness of Mahomes. Peters played on Kansas City.
Yeah,
I bet you fucking any money, Mahomes knew he was gonna bite on the crossing, and he fucking went deep. I guarantee you any fucking money that Mahomes knew. Through practice, whatever the fuck. He knows what he's doing. He knew he was going to bite. Got Hardman. It's fucking beautiful to watch, man.
I think Marcus Peters is overrated.
He is. He's hella touchdowns. Hella picks.
I think playing against...
but he gambles a lot.
Yeah, he does. And playing against... And you're gonna look good against mediocre... You're going to look amazing against mediocre quarterbacks, but good quarterbacks are going to burn you every single time. And playing against good quarterbacks in the playoffs when it matters is actually what counts. I don't really care about regular season. Can you continue what you do in the regular season to the postseason? I also think he benefits huge from playing alongside Marlon Humphreys, because Humphreys is always assigned to wide receiver 1, and he gets to play wide receiver 2.
I think Humphreys was on the safety, or who was on the safety on that one? And he even looked at Peters like, "What the fuck you doing?" It wasn't Humphreys, he's corner, but it was the safety. I can't remember his name.
I always in my head I'm always like Ed Reed, but
yeah, fuck.
I don't even know. Dude, I don't even know.
They needed Ed Reed.
Right now. I can't even think.
Speaking of safeties, I seen our buddy Earl Thomas. The Texans trying to sign him.
Did they?
They're trying to sign him, and I think something happened with the meeting, but apparently, yeah, he's going to be a Houston Texan.
I mean, that's not really the spot you want to be in right now, but he needs a team, so good for him, I guess.
Wow, fuck. Another stupid move by Bill O'Brien. Like, Seattle got rid of him for a reason.
100%.
Cut him. Just cut him. Baltimore got rid of him for a reason.
That's where,
and like,
as soon as Baltimore cuts him, you should be untouchable.
Yo, after these injuries, you're not even the same player. You can't warrant that. Like, what did he make? Like 6 Pro Bowls when he was in Seattle?
Yeah.
You're not that guy anymore. You had the ACL and the knee, and yeah, you're just not that guy. And I don't know. I think it's a totally bad move for Texans. It's reeks of desperation.
That's exactly what it does to me too.
Bill O'Brien should have been fired a long time ago.
Do you think he's gonna end up getting fired after this season? They're over.
They're over in 3 right now, bro. With him, because Gase is gonna ruin Darnold's career, and you better take fucking Quinn with him too, because that guy, the way the Falcons are playing.
Wait, we're getting. Oh, you mean okay? I understand what you're saying.
All these guys gotta go.
I'm like, dude, they're not on the same team.
No. All these coaches got to go, bro.
Yeah, you're right.
It's so fucking bad, man.
I think Quinn is gone. I think you were right on that call. He's gone, bro.
Yo, the only team to lose 2 games when you lead by 15 or more in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, like just breaking down as a team completely. Just a disaster.
And this goes back to coaching. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, you can't. That's,
you know.
I mean, I'm saying you can't put that on a player. Obviously, like in some ways you can, but that's coaching for sure.
Like, so they've lost games when they had a 99.9% chance to win and a 99.1% chance to win.
Yep.
The chances of blowing those are roughly 1 in 990,000.
And they did twice.
Unbelievable. And the thing is, it's like every phase of the game too. You know, the 4th quarter, the Bears, Falcons, it was fucking awful. There was like missed tackling, missed field goal.
It was a hack job. It was an absolute hack job by everyone on the team.
The Bears safety, Tashawn Gibson, he says it was a big shock when they're throwing the ball when they should be running it.
Yeah.
You know, so I don't know, man. It's a huge mess over there. They're talented on offense, but their defense is super hurting. And the coach got to go. And same with like Adam Gase. I feel bad for Darnold.
I was about to say,
he's got nobody.
How do you feel about Darnold? Because
he's got no weapons. The coach sucked. Look at Tannehill after he left.
Dude, he's a good quarterback.
Look at Tannehill and Titans.
Sam Darnold is a good quarterback, bro. Did you see
that
one?
Be a lot better than this.
Did you see that one scramble play to like a sidearm throw that he made for a TD?
No, I didn't see it.
So fucking nasty, dude.
I think he's just gonna ruin Darnold's career.
I think so too.
Jets are doing.
I think that poor kid got put in a really bad situation, and I think
apparently this Thursday is the deal. If he loses this Thursday, he's fired.
Good.
Apparently the Jets have contacted an agent and got the agent to put together a list of college coaches or whatever coaches, and they're gonna go forward. And
good. That should have happened a long time ago.
But I'm not confident that they're picking the right guy though. So like they can say all this shit. It's the Jets.
It is the Jets.
You know, my whole life, one thing I know, Jets suck.
Yeah.
Sorry, but it's been like that.
100%. It's true.
No. Talk about shitty New York teams.
Can we bounce back quickly? we'll get there. Can we bounce back to the Bears game?
Yeah.
I am so fired up that Trubisky got benched.
Big Dick Nick.
I am so fired up that Nick is back.
Three fourth quarter touchdowns. That last touchdown too is why. That last touchdown, he knew he was going to take that hit. That's why Trubisky's sitting on the bench right there.
He's got balls, bro. And all this talk
backup QB, he's going to let it rip.
Yeah,
and when he gets in there, that's what
he's got nothing to lose.
No.
And all this talk about like, oh, they have to make a decision this week. No. The decision's been made. You don't put your backup quarterback in, taking out your starter when he didn't go down with injury. And you don't get to put your starter back in the next week. It's over. Nick is now the starting QB of the Bears.
They should have signed Cam when they had the chance.
I think, they should have. There's a lot of teams that are looking at that like, holy fuck, we should have signed Cam.
Those guys for sure. I think more than anyone, but like,
I think them and the Colts.
Like Nick last year, what was he 0-4 as a starter before he got out for injury?
Dude,
he was didn't do good last year.
I thought he only played like 1 or 2 games. I'll
have to look into that, but I know he didn't play that well last year.
I legit only thought it was like 1 or 2 games.
I would just temper my expectations. I thought he played great. Don't get me wrong. Fucking rights. For sure he played great. But it's always like a good season, bad season, good season, bad season. I just don't know which season it is with him.
Yeah, for sure.
Starting to be, maybe it's a good season.
I hope so, man.
So, even when they were 2-0, I was like, yo, I still, like, when you're 2-0, I think you have a 62% chance of making the playoffs.
Yeah.
I would bet any money that Bears wouldn't have made it. Now they got Big Dick Nick. It's just like,
Yeah, dude. Nick, in the first quarter of the first game of last season, injured his shoulder. Early. Yeah, dude. He completed. He was 5 of 8 for 75 yards and a touchdown, and then blew his shoulder out.
Okay, my bad.
So, I think Nick Foles is going to do really, really well.
I think he played well, and I think he's going to be better than Trubisky for sure.
I think he's going to be way better than Trubisky.
So, I guess Trubisky, he done probably, I guess.
I think he's backup QB for the rest of his life. I don't think anyone gives him a shot. I think the Bears don't pick up his contract because his contract's up this year, right?
Well, do I think there's a team dumb enough out there to get him a shot? Maybe.
Who? All the dumb teams right now have QBs.
Like, I hate Dwayne Haskins.
Dwayne's...
No disrespect, Dwayne,
Did you see Ron Rivera go off on him?
No.
Ron Rivera said something along the lines of, I don't have the exact words, but of the lines that we have other players laying their bodies on the line, and your play needs to be better. He straight up said that to Dwayne Haskins.
I'm not sold on him at all. But whatever.
They have a real shot of getting Trevor Lawrence this year. So do we, actually, though, too, which is kind of
nice. Fuck, I want to tank for Trevor now, too. Like, yo, straight up, I don't want to win a game. If that's how it's going to be. If we got a real bad team. I knew it was going to be bad coming in. Like, if this is how it's going to be, like, fuck this shit. There's Trey Lance, there's...
You guys have been, like, pretty close in games. Like, this last game was really close. Obviously,
yeah, we lost in the last fucking drive.
Yeah. And then what about the game before? Wasn't that a close game, too?
No, the week before it was fucking brutal. Who do we play? I can't see. Fucking.
I thought you guys 2 out of your 3 games were close, and you could have won.
Kirk Cousins has been ass. Last week against the Titans, we had that rookie Justin Jefferson came through, $175. That's why we played. But Kirk Cousins has been fucking brutal, and like we have.
You played
the whole secondary is different, or the whole secondary is new. Daniil Hunter's not playing.
Yeah.
So whatever. I knew it was gonna be a bad year, but I'm just saying if it's gonna be this bad, like, yo, I'm all for. Let's. I'm all for. Let's. 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 Let's tanking for getting a good player. Like, fuck this shit. I don't care. I'll eat a season.
Yeah,
it's the Vikings. We don't win anyways, bro. So
it's
whatever.
True. Yeah.
That's what it is.
I don't know. The Viking. I'd be frustrated if I was a Vikings fan, right? It's like you had, especially last year, you had so many pieces in play.
Yeah, but we need a quarterback though.
But I was gonna say you need someone better than Cousins.
We're fucked right now. Can't do nothing about it, right?
You guys are in that weird spot where like you're good enough to make playoffs, but are gonna get bounced in the first or second round every single year. So like, what do you do, right?
Oh, I love our guys. I like a lot of our players. I love. But our secondary being all new kids is just gonna take a beating, and they're all hurt too. So whatever, it's gonna be a rough one.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully we get a good QB out of it. That's all I care about, though.
There we go.
Speaking of a team that needs a QB, I'm hearing Daniel Jones. Not looking too good for him either.
Definitely not looking too good. No. We're one of the teams that actually could. Well, you guys are 0-3 too. Both of our teams could have a legit shot at getting him. I have more faith in your team to pull it back a little bit at least than I do my team.
Oh, same.
So I think us getting Trevor is a very, very real possibility.
I was just gonna say, if you have that pick, you get rid of Jones, obviously.
Yeah, for sure you do. He's not looking good.
36 picks and fumbles through 15 and a half career games.
He can't protect the ball.
And like
at
your
all.
GM, the Gettleman, they're 9-26 since he took over. So I don't know if he's the problem too.
I think so.
But they recycle people a lot up there. They kind of need continuity. I don't know. Losing Saquon obviously does not help anything.
But
one thing I gotta say about that, I thought was fucking awesome, was Saquon hurt himself. Who was one of the guys carrying him off the field? Joe Judge. I thought that was fucking awesome.
That's dope. I didn't see that.
Yeah, I thought that was like so G. So that's probably the only bright spot.
Yeah, I think Joe Judge has actually been doing well so far as a coach.
And your running backs through 3 games have only rushed 40 times for 72 yards.
Dude, Saquon was like -7 in the first game or something like that. He was negative yards.
First game, who was it? We talked about it.
It was fucked up.
I can't remember, but it was. He's your offense. Without him, fuck, man.
But even besides Saquon, like as a QB, you have to be able to protect the ball, and DJ cannot protect the ball. Yeah, he can slang it sometimes, and he can sometimes go toe to toe in shootouts. But if you're turning the ball over like 2 to 3 times a game, like he has been doing every single game, you're not gonna win.
Yeah, it's like
you can't do that.
It's like what Baker-ish kind of,
That's actually it's very Baker-ish actually.
Same with Kirk Cousins.
Yeah. You can't just give it away. So,
we just need someone to make better decisions.
The Saints Packers was good. Aaron Rodgers looks so good this year.
Dude, that one drop ball over the shoulder, like the deep ball was so well put, like
to
so
Lazard there?
Well placed, man. Holy fuck.
He definitely hasn't lost anything.
Yeah. I was one of the people saying that this is the year he's kind of done. He's not looking like it at all, man.
No. And I kind of just like it makes it all like all this first round draft pick on Jordan Love, and it's got to hurt that much more that you didn't take a receiver, knowing how good.
Dude,
you know what I'm saying?
Think about
and
it.
even like second round, you didn't take a receiver. You took a fucking running back, and you have Aaron Jones, who's like one of the best backs in the league.
And last year's draft was stacked with wide receiver.
Yeah.
Imagine if they picked up like CD Lamb or something like that.
Dude, not even like just another weapon. Like, I don't know.
But they've done that the last like 2-3 years.
Yeah, they kind of go by the march of their own drum. But like, Rodgers is getting old.
Yeah, he is.
Like, I don't care how good he's playing. Like, don't you want to capitalize on the short window?
Yeah, for sure.
I think you're gonna fuck. Jordan Love's getting traded. Let's be real.
Potentially, in my opinion, I think Matt LaFleur was
Matt LaFleur. What outstanding job he's done.
Yeah, but I think the disconnect is he was of the opinion that Rodgers was done, that he was declining, because up until this season he had been declining a little bit, not a crazy amount, but had been. And so I think in his head he was like, okay, this is the year that Rodgers is done. Like a lot of people were saying. They obviously
drafted him to light a fire under Rodgers. Even on draft night, he said when they fucking drafted Love, he grabbed a tequila bottle.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I didn't hear that.
So
what I think though is that Matt LaFleur thought that Rodgers was done, and so he drafted accordingly, not drafting receivers because he thought it was done, and Aaron Rodgers has proven everyone wrong. And now there's just tons of regret, right?
I can't. Matt LaFleur, what is he, like 16-3 now? His first 19 games.
Wild.
Fucking crazy.
Yo, question. Mm-hmm. Isn't Des Bryant healthy now?
I think he is, yeah.
What if the Pack signed Des Bryant? That's like a legit. Obviously, he's not as good as he used to be, but he's still a good receiver.
I don't see it.
He's a solid wide receiver too, for sure.
He's just been out of the game too long. Like I haven't seen nothing from him.
He's been out of the game what, 2 years? With injury?
No, I gotta say it's longer than 2 years. No,
he didn't play. It was beginning of last season. In preseason, he got hurt. So he hasn't played in like a year. But really,
I don't
he hasn't
see
played
it,
an
to be
NFL
honest,
game
bro.
in 2 years.
I see them maybe trying to trade for one down the line. I just don't see it being him.
I think that's a Bill Belichick move where it's like super, super high upside, very low risk. You sign up for a minimum. Fuck yeah, why not?
They got a lot of cap. They're. I was wrong on the Pats. They look super good, and the way they change it up week to week. That Seahawks game. He had like I think it was like 380 yards or 390 yards passing, and he was like throwing them really good. Like I haven't seen him throw a ball this good in a long time. Like I don't know if you remember when he came into the league. Like 3 of his first 4 games, there was like 400-yard passing games. Like he lit it up. So whatever Josh McDaniel is doing from him, them having all those guys out, how bad the receivers, brutal tight ends, so far so good. That's the greatness of Belichick, though. Did you see him come out in that interview last week, all looking like a homeless guy?
Yeah, dude, he like ripped in his shirt and stuff,
bro. Hair all fucked up and
yeah,
shit,
it was
man.
weird.
Like, he's done a great job with him. I gotta say.
What do you think revised predictions? Okay, so this is something I thought about doing, but I didn't have time and I didn't talk to you about it. But I wanted to do like usually by week 3, like for certain by week 5. But week 3, you kind of get an idea of like who's legit, who's having problems, who's actually going to do good this year. I wanted to talk about who we thought was either going to do really good that isn't, or who's going to do bad that's doing good. And for me, the Pats were the biggest one.
Pats I was wrong on. Rams I was wrong on.
Rams were my call, man. They're looking really good.
Yeah, they look good.
They should have won that game in Buffalo. That OPI call was iffy, bro. Real iffy.
Yo, this is what I say to the Rams fans that are fucking choked about that. Go talk to the Saints, all right? Shut the fuck up.
I know.
You know?
They're still 2-1.
So,
I know, but the Rams very easily.
Fuck out of here.
They very easily could be 3-0.
Shout out to Josh Allen. That guy, he also gets the screen. That guy's fucking crazy, man. I never seen him be this good. In Wyoming, bro, he wasn't even completing 50% of his passes in college, bro.
Really?
And now he's like 70%. The games, like, he's come back to all 3 games, I believe.
The Bills
Buffalo's
are legit.
stacked, dog.
The Bills are legit this year, man.
They're fucking stacked. Love their coach. Their defense is disgusting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, it's been good. I got his stats here somewhere, but
what other after we go over this, what other teams do you think? What other teams were we wrong on? Pats, Rams. So I was right on the Rams. I'll take that. I was wrong on the Seahawks. I said they were going to miss playoffs this year, and they're looking fucking unreal.
That pass defense is going to catch up to them, though. Yeah. I think that just catches up to them in the long run, man.
I wonder. I'm going to look at their schedule right now. I don't know what big games they have. This
I can't remember. I haven't looked at their schedule recently.
Obviously the 49ers were going to be good. Them versus the Rams is going to be really interesting. Yeah, dude, they got, like, looking at their schedule, they got a pretty easy schedule, man.
Who's coming up here?
Okay, they have Dolphins, Vikings.
Oh, Dolphins I knew about. That's right. So that's 2 wins right there.
Yeah, Dolphins,
both
Vikings.
Secondary is not good. Russell's lighting them up.
Yeah, Dolphins, Vikings, Cardinals, which I think they'll get that win, no problem. 49ers, which
I don't know about the Cardinals, no problem.
I said no problem, but I think they'll get that win. 49ers, no problem. The one game that's iffy for me is they're playing the Bills, which will be really, really interesting. That game
I think
really
they have a
hard
hard time with the Cardinal. I'm going to say they lose the Cardinal game.
Really?
And I'm going to say they have a hard time with San Fran. Because they just always do. I've been watching these guys my whole life. I don't care what the record is. They just always do.
For me,
speaking... Okay, I just want to shout out Josh Allen's stats here. So, 3 games, 71% completion percentage, 1,038 yards, 10 touchdowns, 1 pick, 84 rushing yards. So 3-0 record. He hasn't thrown a fourth quarter interception since his rookie year, which is actually, I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, he's taken a huge leap forward. In his career in the red zone, 42 touchdowns, 1 turnover. So maturation. Stephon Diggs helping him huge.
I was gonna say that Stephon Diggs pickup is so good for him.
And yeah, he's in a good structure, good system. Like I didn't think he was gonna be this good, to be honest, but he's fucking.
I don't think
tearing it up
anyone
right
did,
now.
man.
He's definitely like. I hate to talk this early. I know we talked to Russ about MVP. He's definitely in there too, right?
Yep. They've got a little bit of a tougher schedule though.
Bills.
The Bills do.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're playing the Chiefs. They're playing the Titans.
That Chiefs game's gonna
They're
be
playing-
so sick. You want to talk about someone able to get pressure with 4?
Yep.
And they got the secondary too. I also thought Baltimore had the secondary.
Yeah.
so
No shit.
whatever. But yeah, that's gonna be a fucking great game though.
And they're playing the Seahawks, the Cardinals, Steelers, the Patriots. They got a tough schedule. Really tough
Steelers,
schedule.
Most sacks in the league. Their defense looking pretty good.
Okay, so do you think the Steelers are legit? Because they're
Yeah,
all their
I like them all year.
all their teams that the combined record
0-3. Yeah.
0-9.
Oh, sorry. Oh, yeah. Sorry. 0-9.
So it'll be interesting to see when they play like a really legit opponent.
This is like, this is perfect for them. Big Ben comes back off an injury. You play shitty teams in your first. That's good. Get your confidence. Get rolling. And figure the shit out. I'd rather you figure the shit out in the beginning than having to play tough teams and maybe not doing so good. So I think it's perfect recipe for them, to be honest.
Yeah, they
And like I said, good structure, good coach.
Yep.
They got Big Ben to lead them. Chase Claypool, fucking playing great. Didn't play great last weekend, but the weekend before, 85-yard touchdown catch. Fucking him and Big Ben, really good rapport with each other. He's even got his own line of merchandise.
really.
Yeah, already. So shout out Chase Claypool, Mapletron.
They're playing the Titans next week, so that'll be a good game just to see who's legit and who's not.
Fuck yeah. Titans will play him tough, bro.
They will play them tough. I really like that Titans team, man. Really like that Titan team.
Ryan Tannehill, see, like, yo, like, look at how good he is without Gase. Like, he was backup. He was, like, not looked at to be good at all.
It's all about structure.
And I'm not
dude.
saying it's all Gase, but, like, fire that guy. Anyways.
Yeah. You want to talk NBA?
Fucking Heat and Lakers.
Where do you want to start? Who do you think's winning? We'll start there.
Lakers in 6.
I think Lakers in 5.
Lakers in 5?
I don't think Miami has the big men to be able to even come close to compete with LA.
Oh, nobody can guard Dave Davis.
I think it's going to be, obviously, like, you got Bam, but I think between AD being AD, and then you have 2 real solid veterans in Dwight Howard and JaVale McGee, I think they're going to get destroyed down low. I think that's going to win them the series.
NBA is a superstar league.
Yep.
Superstars win championships in the NBA more so than any other league. And the Lakers got 2 of them. I think, honestly, like, I've heard people say this has like a 2004 feel when the Pistons upset the Lakers. And like, I kind of maybe thought it in the beginning, but it's not really true. That Lakers team was like falling apart with Kobe and Shaq. This Lakers team is so tight. I think I respect Miami. I think so. Okay, we said Lakers have the best 2 players in the series.
Yep.
But from 3 to 8, the Heat got the best players.
Oh, for sure they do.
So, you never know who's going to be the guy that steps up, which is I think plays in their advantage. I think they're talented enough to win a couple of games. I don't think they beat the Lakers yet this year. But this is a different team than the regular season too, though.
I think the Lakers have all the potential to close it out pretty handedly, but Miami's deep enough and shoots well enough that if the Lakers like fumble or slip up even a little bit, Miami will steal games off them. So I think it'll be 5 games, but I'll think it'll be like a really, really close 5 games. You know what I mean? Like not feel like a 5-game series.
Here's the thing. I think I got so much respect for Coach Spo. I think he's one of the best in the league.
You see that old photo that came out of him when he first signed on as like a
Video
film,
tech?
film consultant.
No, I didn't see
sick
it.
old
Oh,
photo
yeah?
of him
Oh,
like
yeah?
throwing like this. He was
Dope,
just
dope.
in the film room. It's dope.
Yo, like real talk, he deserves it. He worked his way all the way up to the whole organization.
That's
pretty
like
much.
mailroom to CEO type shit.
Yeah, definitely, man. So I actually want to. I kind of read his contract. He's got a fucked up contract. We'll get to, but I just wanted to
He makes bags on wins.
talk
bro.
about the greatness of LeBron for a sec.
Yeah, shoot.
Um,
Stroke that dick, dude. Get on that.
fucking right, stuff.
Get on that, bro.
So he's headed to his 9th finals in the last decade and 10th overall in his 17-year career, right?
Mm-hmm.
He has more finals appearances than 27 current NBA franchises.
I saw that.
So game 1 of the NBA finals will be his 50th finals game in his career. And, okay, so he's 35 years old, right? Yeah. Here's the rundown of some other guys that were 35 in the league. Michael Jordan, retired. Larry Bird, only played 45 games, retired. Shaq at 35, only averaged 13 points, traded to Phoenix. Chamberlain averaged 14.8 points. That was his lowest in his career to that point. And like we said, LeBron, 9th finals in 10 years. So you can't deny greatness. Like, this is his 3rd team, his 5th coach. How many coaches did Jordan take to the finals? 1.
Mm-hmm.
How many teams? 1. And this is why I think LeBron is so great.
Mm-hmm.
You take LeBron off the Lakers, they're not even a playoff team.
They're not at all.
Well, Davis, no, not in the
100%.
West. No. In the West, no. And if it's just Davis, no, because we've seen with Davis in New Orleans, they're not a playoff team, I don't think. Anyways, his greatness, obviously, if it's not the Raps for me, it's LeBron.
Yeah.
I'm just all about adding to legacy, and I think he gets it done.
I think so too. It's what he's done is unprecedented. I think the biggest thing is obviously the argument's always Jordan, LeBron, and I think one of the most interesting stats or things to look at is when Jordan was out, or took the year off or whatever. The Bulls still made the conference finals. When LeBron goes off a team, they don't make the playoffs. So it shows the impact he has to a team as a whole. It's really unprecedented.
Those early Cleveland teams had no business making it to the finals.
No, man.
No disrespect, but those guys weren't getting done.
No,
I don't care if LeBron could have played any better, which he couldn't. Those teams had no business making it. So, and here's the thing too, when the storylines with Pat Riley against the Lakers, and then also Pat Riley and LeBron, because LeBron was there, and if you believe the rumors, when LeBron left Miami to go back to Cleveland, Pat Riley told him, "You're making the biggest mistake of your career." Said that to fucking LeBron James.
I didn't know that.
Guarantee you, LeBron obviously remembers that and is going to use it as motivation.
For sure.
And do I think it happened? Yeah, because a lot of people reported on it. Riley's never going to admit it. But, I think it's going to be a really good series. I think it's going to be... Yeah, I think it's going to be...
Think about it, though. If LeBron stayed in Miami, how many more rings does he have?
But, the best ring is when he went back to Cleveland.
It is, but...
3-1 down to Golden State, son.
I know. But you think about it, how many more rings does he have? And then all of a sudden doesn't have a 3-6 record in the finals. He has an 8-5 or whatever it is, and then people talk about it differently.
But I don't look at
that
it
math
3-6
is way
as a
wrong.
bad thing.
7-2 maybe.
He was the betting underdog in the majority of those series.
Yeah, he was.
So
But
I don't look at it as a bad thing.
But what I'm saying is, if he has those extra wins, I don't look at it as a bad thing either, because I think he had no business even getting to the finals, and the fact that he got there is crazy. But that's the biggest argument against him in the LeBron versus MJ debate.
Yeah, I get it.
So if that argument isn't there anymore, do you think he's consensus greatest of all time?
I think he's greatest
Potentially.
of all time right now.
I think he potentially could be. Obviously there's a debate and people are going to differ, but I think
if he wins another chip with a third team, that brings him up another level. I don't give a fuck.
I think so
who
too.
it is. And like I said, the fact that it's your 5th coach, I don't know. We all know how I feel. Now, about Spo's contract. So, in January 2020, they redid his deal. So, I don't think this has ever been done. Maybe it has, but so he has a base $3 million pay, but he gets $120,000 for every victory.
Every win.
So he's gonna make over $9 million this year.
Yep.
Because of that. I don't know who decided that, if that was him or if that was the organization. I've never heard of a coach get paid like that before. Talk about believing in yourself, for one.
No shit.
And like, to put it in perspective, he has a higher winning percentage in the playoffs than Pop, which is crazy. He's got 62%. Pop has 59%. So
I think it's more impressive that Pop gets the playoffs every year, though. That's like one of those things that
it was like 25 years in a row or
it's
something.
It's the same as the
stupid
LeBron
like
argument,
that.
where some of those teams had no business even making the playoffs. You know what I mean?
One thing I love about Spo is the player development in Miami.
Yep.
They do such a good job. And yeah, like I could see him coaching there for his whole career.
Yeah, for
Definitely.
sure.
So
I think it'd be stupid to get rid of him.
Get started tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
Fuck, I gotta tape it and watch it the next day, which is really stupid.
Why?
Because we're working.
Oh, right. Fuck.
I asked and it got shut down real quick. So
we can play it there.
No, it's not the same. No.
You know it's going to be on there, right?
Yeah, that's fine, but that's not the same as me actually like,
sitting down and watching,
listening, and I'll be like, sure, I can see the score, but
Yeah.
I'm not really watching it.
Yeah, I
right?
understand.
So whatever, that's fine. I'll tape it and watch the next game, next game.
I forgot about that tomorrow. Fuck.
So, yeah, what else you want to shoot the shit with?
That was pretty much everything sports wise.
Oh, shout out Jamal Murray. Here, go on.
We didn't even talk about UFC.
Oh yeah, I got that shit too. Fuck, totally forgot. Good call.
So did I, bro.
Let me shout out Jamal Murray and then we'll get there.
Yeah, go for it.
So, the last game, you could see he was totally fucking gassed. He even admitted as much after the game. He said he just didn't have the energy. And, like, I looked back at it. In the bubble, he had 700 minutes played. The next closest was Jokic with 600. The next closest was Davis with 500. So, those guys logged some crazy minutes, dude.
He had a 200-minute
gap. Over third place. Like,
That's
it's just
fucking
crazy.
wild, dude.
So, you know,
you can't.
didn't want to use an excuse, but you can see
You
he
can't
was
bag
so
him for
gassed,
that,
bro. Like,
you can't bag him for that.
So he's like 80-something days, a lot of minutes. He said, I didn't have the energy. He averaged 26.5 points, 6.6 assists, and 4.8 boards across 19 games. He became the only player in NBA history to record at least 25 points, 5 assists per contest, while shooting a minimum 50% from the field and 45% from deep. So, shout out the Canadian.
Yeah, he truly broke
you
out
had a
this
hell
year.
of a playoff. He legit, everyone's calling him a superstar now. We had
Deserves
talked
it.
earlier. I said Denver's probably a year or two away from being like legit. And yeah, like
They're real
they
close.
got something to be excited for over there for sure.
Yes, sir.
UFC, let's do this.
Israel Adesanya is the next.
That was underwhelming.
Anderson Silva, though.
Sorry, say this again.
Israel Adesanya is the next Anderson Silva.
Who's touching this guy, really?
You know how like Anderson used to put moves on people, slip punches, and like you're like, how the fuck is he doing?
Yeah, that's
what
like the
he's
Roy
doing?
Jones Jr. shit.
Yeah, that's literally
yeah.
what Izzy was doing. Like that was a flawless performance. That was such a dismantling. Like it was embarrassing for Paulo Costa.
So, second round TKO.
Fuck me, dude.
Like, didn't see that coming.
Not at all, bro.
I was like, first of all, okay, Adesanya 8-inch reach advantage, huge, right? You know,
You
kept
better
him in
believe he
kicking
knows that
distance
number.
the whole fight, right?
Yeah.
Now, coming into this, everyone's like, and me too, was like, yo, Costa's gonna bring it to him. You know,
I thought he was going
which
to be
was gonna
aggressive.
play right into Israel's hands because
Yeah.
he just pick him apart.
Yep.
But Costa was gonna bring it to him.
Yeah.
That's what he's known for,
We were so excited for it.
right? Never happened.
Not at all, bro.
And I'm like, okay, in the beginning, oh, this guy's got a game plan. Smart, I'm thinking. Don't want to get gassed out.
But
You know, it's a 5-rounder.
Yep.
He's never been 5.
Yep.
In the beginning, I'm like,
Be
okay, I
conservative.
get it.
Be
you know?
conservative.
But
Dude,
yo, he
you're
did
getting
nothing.
leg kicked and you're taunting Izzy.
Yeah.
Give me more, bro. You can't
Yeah.
walk.
I know.
What are you doing?
But that's how you know when they're really hurt. When they always smile or they're like, they say no.
That didn't hurt. That
hurts.
Oh,
that shit hurt like a mother.
Yeah, bro.
We all know this. Mm-hmm. So
I don't understand.
when you do that shit, I know you're hurt.
But to me, so I thought the same thing. Case got a game plan. What was your game plan? How are you gonna sit on the outside with Izzy?
Yeah, you didn't do nothing.
How the fuck are you gonna sit on the outside with Izzy? I think especially given the fact that like Kelvin Gastelum showed that you can have success when you do rush him. Yeah, you're gonna get hit, but you're gonna hit him too, and that's what you gotta do. You gotta make it a dog
And I
fight.
thought that's what was
That's
going
what
to
I
happen.
thought so too. I'm like, I thought Izzy was gonna win because I thought he's just a better striker. He's gonna be more accurate. He's just gonna wear him out. But I thought we were at least gonna get a fight. You know what I mean? Like I thought Paulo was gonna rush him. I thought it was gonna be super entertaining. Like to me, it was really entertaining because I'm really into fighting. But for a lot of people were like, that was boring as shit.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be more exciting. Whatever. Adesanya now 20-0.
Who in that division is beating him?
He wants Cannonier.
Yeah, who's not beating him? There's no one in that division he beats.
I don't think he beats him either. No.
I think he cleans out the division. No problem.
Now Costa's 5-1 in the octagon. Now who does he fight next?
If Whitaker beats Cannonier, he fights Whitaker.
I would like that fight, bro.
Fight, right? Me too. I'm like, ooh.
Actually, would like that one for sure.
I think even if Whitaker loses, I think they could still fight.
I would definitely like that.
I think both ways they fight because I think Izzy beats the shit out of Cannonier.
I actually think Whitaker is gonna come through this time.
I think so too. I think
he's backed into a corner. This is, I don't want to say make it or break it for him, but it almost is.
It is. And
So-
he even said when the Izzy fight, he's like, I wanted some time off. I was over it, and he's taking some time off. He's refreshed. So it's like you're either gonna see the best Robert Whitaker, which if that's the guy who shows up, he beats the shit out of Jared Cannonier, and then if it's not, then you're probably gonna see him retire.
Now, this was only the second title fight featuring two undefeated fighters in UFC history. Lyoto Machida versus Rashad Evans in 2009 was the first.
I didn't know that. That's cool.
So, and how about Blachowicz?
Yeah, that was not what I thought was gonna happen.
Bro, me neither. Straight up, I had Reyes winning.
So did I. Everyone did.
Blachowicz is like, fuck all y'all.
He hit
Bringing
so
the Polish
strong.
hammer, son.
Dude, he hits
Yo, the body kick?
strong.
Welted up like a
Dude,
mother,
in two kicks, bro.
Oh.
I think like you could see it in Dominic Reyes' eyes too. He was like, "What the fuck is this guy throwing?"
He did not look like
Himself.
anything like the John Jones fight. Like not at all. And like I don't know, like no I don't want to credit. I want to credit Blachowicz, but like didn't look good. I didn't think
He didn't look like the Dominic Reyes that fought John Jones.
he's so athletic and like, I thought if anything it was gonna be Reyes like second round TKO.
I thought Reyes was gonna put it on him, was gonna bounce around, use movement, and he didn't really do anything. He kind of just stood there.
Blachowicz like came
took
out
it.
and was peppering like lots of shots too in the beginning.
Yeah.
Like he was like, I'm like I don't know if he can keep this pace up, but you were like cumulative shots for sure.
Reyes wasn't moving. He literally just sat there and was eating these power shots. It was weird. It was really weird.
Yo, when he connected with that left and fucking did the stanky leg there. No, sorry, but I love that shit.
So do I.
I really like that shit. Yeah, dude. So, yeah, and then, swarmed him and ground and pound. And so, and like, years ago, he was like on a slippery slope, bro.
He was.
He was like,
There's been a lot of guys who have beat him. Gustafsson, Thiago Santos has beat him.
I have it, what was it here? So, in 2017, he lost his decision to Patrick Cummings. Since then, he's been 8-1.
Good for him.
The lone loss coming against Thiago Santos. And in that time, he beat Luke Rockhold, Corey Anderson, Ronaldo Souza, and then obviously Reyes.
Those are big wins, dude.
So talk about he almost getting cut, let's say, to
The champ.
Yeah, coming back.
In 3 years. That's good for him, man.
So
He's old. He's like 37.
he had
or
4
something, too.
losses in 5 fights there for a second. Like
He was on a skid.
And then now you're the champ. So, also he's the first person other than John Jones or Cormier to hold the 205 belt since 2011.
That's crazy.
That is fucked up, eh?
Do you think he holds the belt for very long?
He called out Adesanya for a super fight. Did you see that? It's not gonna happen, but he called him out though.
Yeah.
And like Adesanya is like, he has talked about moving up.
Yeah. Don't do it yet, Izzy. Clean out that division.
I thought it was dope. So he's like, I'll have to ask Coach Eugene, right?
Yeah.
He's like, but like what I said about Silva, Anderson Silva, he defended his belt so many times and that's what he wants to do.
Yeah.
But he's like, I just want to fuck up John Jones, and I will. He says.
Let's go.
So that's pretty dope.
I'm fired up for that fight.
Also, did you see that Brandon Royval?
That was
flyweight.
Yeah, that fight was
He
crazy.
beat Kai Kara France.
Yeah, and everyone thought France was gonna win.
Yeah,
he was super hyped coming into this.
Yo, that kid was fucking sick.
That fight was so much fun to watch. It was wild, bro.
Don't know about your nickname being Raw Dog, but whatever.
Is that his nickname?
Yeah. Super weak, but whatever.
Fuck that, dude. That name goes hard, bro. His name's Raw
Dog
Dude, that
Royval.
goes hard, bro.
So
he only fucks Raw, bro. He goes hard in the paint.
Yo, that guy's super talented, though, man. Really like what I saw from him.
That name is hilarious. That's my new favorite name.
But yeah, no, I thought it was he's someone to look out for.
Yeah, that
sure,
was
though.
super entertaining. Super
and
legit.
Then, okay, let's back it up even. Woodley Covington, because we didn't discuss this.
Oh, we didn't.
Someone's dick was in your ass and you're screaming back pains. We didn't talk about this.
Yeah, we are. Dude, he put Woodley down.
We knew this was gonna happen. First of all, but so Tyron was like screaming, "Ah, I'm a bitch!" It was a broken rib, right?
Did you see the Did you see the X-ray though?
Yeah, I saw it.
Super
yeah.
legit. But I thought.
Yeah, no, yeah. I know it was legit.
I thought someone like, you pussy, bro. You pussy.
You know what I mean? But like,
Yo.
all I heard was, better watch out. Woodley's gonna really let it go this fight. Look out.
Backed into the cage.
And everyone's like, yo, you didn't fucking, this was the problem. You didn't let your hands go the last few fights.
Dude, the best part of that entire fight was the phone call that Colby got from President Trump after the fight. That shit was so... Trump, after shaking your hand, doesn't matter if there's a gorilla in there, I'm taking it to him. Thank you so much, Mr. President.
Yeah, what happens with Woodley?
He needs to retire. I think it's done. I think it's... Okay, you think about it like this, right? How much it would take him, if he won every single fight from here on out, it would take him at least 3 years to get back to the title.
Oh, he'd never get a title shot.
But you know what I mean, right? So say, but play devil's advocate. Best case scenario, you got to win probably 5-6 fights in a row, and that's going to take you 3 years to get back to the title. One, you ain't doing that. And two, even if you did, you'd be, 40-something? Like, man, it's done. It's over. You got to sit down, take a hard look. Even Dana said, we got to have a conversation.
Yeah. He did say that after the fight. What I don't understand is he kept backing himself against the cage. And then, do you remember when Colby pinned him down in round 4 and outstruck him by over 100 strikes?
Yeah, dude.
Bro.
He beats shit out of him.
Yeah, the real talk.
But that's what Colby does.
It was like, this is where it comes slippery. Does he have to stay in because of money? This is where it gets real dangerous for the fighter. Are you like, okay, I still gotta do this because I don't have quite what I want for retirement?
He was living pretty rapper-esque for a while there.
Yeah, I don't know how he lives. I'm not sure.
He flaunts his shit, right? So he was kind of top of the world there for a bit. So I don't imagine.
Right? Yeah, he was a champ for a while. Like all respect to him.
I don't imagine.
But that was also not this time.
Yeah, I don't imagine that he's doing that great financially. So I hope he retires. I could see maybe Dana cutting him and him going over to Bellator or something like that. I could see that happening. But yeah, I don't know.
So he's lost 3 straight. Like we said, he held the belt from 2016 to 2019 and defended it 4 times before losing to Usman.
Yeah. Do you think, take it a little bit of a different direction, do you think Colby beats Usman if they rematch?
Not a chance.
I think it'll be really...
I think Usman breaks his jaw again.
I think it'll be really interesting because I think this fight, there wouldn't be as much animosity. So I think you'd see wrestling. And I don't know what's going to happen when those two wrestle.
After those Black Lives Matter comments, I think there's animosity, son.
I guess so. Dude, I thought the funniest thing was him calling Tyrone a terrorist.
Yeah. So I think there's animosity.
Where does that come from?
Calling the Black Lives Matter movement terrorists. Oh. So I think there's going to be animosity, bro.
I think... Because really...
Who does Colby fight now, though?
This thing is, I think he either gets Burns or he gets...
Burns, for sure.
Usman.
Burns, for sure.
But realistically, if I'm the UFC and Usman beats Burns, which is the next fight, I'd give Colby a rematch because it's going to make way more money than Burns versus Colby. There's way more hate between Usman and Colby. Make way more money.
I don't know how Dana feels. I know Burns lost out because of COVID, right?
But he'll get the title shot. He's getting the next title
Right,
shot.
yeah.
So if he loses that title fight, give Colby the
Got you.
belt.
Okay, sorry.
Just because he'll make more money that way, right?
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, man, up until the 4th round in the Usman Colby fight, it was back and forth, bro. They were banging each other.
It was good.
Dude,
It was a great fight.
Usman could have gotten dropped. Like that fight's super, super close to me.
I got Usman all day.
That's so close. I need to see Usman versus Burns. Who did Usman foot stomp for fucking 5 rounds? Who was that fight?
Fuck, I can't remember, dude. I don't know, man.
Yeah, it was a really boring fight. Because Burns dropped out because of COVID. Oh, it was Masvidal.
That was the Masvidal
Yeah,
fight?
because remember Masvidal came in on like 5 days notice because Burns caught COVID.
Right, yeah.
Oh, I forgot about where's Masvidal in all this? He's fighting Nate Diaz or some shit.
I heard that he's fighting Covington next. That's right. I just remembered. Sorry, bro.
That's a sick fight.
Now that you said
I'm
it.
so excited to watch that.
That's where
Fuck
they're going
yeah,
with
dude.
it. My
Fuck
bad.
yeah. Okay, I'm up for that. Because Colby's fresh. He didn't get touched at all that fight, so he could fight really right away.
So, sticking with UFC, the shit that Dana and Conor, Dana's all pissed off because Conor leaked the messages, right? Did you see the shit?
No.
So, I guess, like, Conor's been asking for fights, right?
Yeah.
And Dana's really not doing nothing, and Conor releases the text messages that he has with Dana going back, I don't know since when.
Yeah.
And I think he did it because Dana always loves to control the narrative, right? Conor's like, fuck you, this is how it really happened.
What did the text say? Because I haven't
It's
seen
not
the
even
text.
that bad. Like, Dana's like, I can't believe you fucking did it, man code, whatever it is. And I'm like, you're just bitter because
But what did the text say?
about him wanting a fight. He wanted a fight. He's like, I'll fight anybody. Angling for a fight with Diego, which I didn't understand because like
That's weird.
you're like super high ranked and Diego's on his way up. But whatever, he was just saying like he'll fight anybody.
Yeah.
Is what he's saying. And I guess Dana's like, Conor doesn't want to fight. Conor doesn't want to. That's what he's saying to the media.
Connor's like,
And
yo,
it's just
fuck
like,
you.
yo, this is not how it's going down. So I think it was great from Conor actually because like he just wants everyone to know. Listen,
This is the way it is.
this is actually how he's gonna fight Pacquiao.
I saw that. He's
This
gonna
is
make
all the shit.
fucking
And
money, bro.
here's the thing. Dana White knows this whole time because Dana White's been in on the conversation about Conor fighting Pacquiao.
Yeah.
This is another reason why Conor, I think, let the messages out, like, or leaked the message, like, yo,
Could be
this
a
guy's
wiener.
playing both sides here, and I'm done with it.
Yeah.
Basically.
Good for
he
Conor.
asked Poirier, let's do an
I saw
exhibition
that.
in Ireland, December 12th or whatever.
I saw that.
Don't really know what that's about.
Apparently, I saw there was a
But yeah, outside of USC, he said, blah, blah, blah. Poirier's like, I'm down. So
there was a Twitter message. I think it was today where they're confirming it was like an actual fight, not like a.
that's what I've been
exhibition.
thinking too. They're probably just saying like exhibition.
Yeah.
There is no exhibition.
Did you see the post that Conor made about the Floyd Mayweather fight?
No.
He was talking about how like the first how he regrets not fucking teeing off and kicking Floyd in the head and just getting disqualified from the fucking boxing match.
Oh,
He was
no,
going
didn't see
off about it, dude. It was hilarious.
Didn't see it.
Fuck, he cracks me up, man. He's so good on social.
So is Israel. Israel's pretty dope on social.
Yeah,
He,
bro.
he's got that shit figured out. He's
Yeah,
pretty,
man.
He's pretty sick.
He's locked the fuck in.
Oh, fuck! One thing we didn't talk about on that Woodley Covington,
Yeah, shoot.
the Hamzat Chimaev. You know that guy?
Yeah, dude.
Cross Meshashart. I don't even know how you
17
say
seconds, bro.
say his last name.
Just bop,
So
and it's over.
that's his third win across 2 weight divisions in 66 days.
That's
First
wild.
2 wins were in 10 days, bro.
It's wild.
In his first 2 fights, he took just 2 punches. It's so crazy, this guy's rise, though. You know what I'm saying, though? Like, it's like,
You ever seen what this guy looks like without a beard?
no.
Bro? Oh, keep going. I'm gonna pull this up, bro. Sorry.
But pretty crazy, though, this guy. He's going to fight maybe Damian Maia?
yeah, I seen that. I think he beats the fuck out of Damian Maia, bro.
I think so, too. And also, there was a Cowboy Nico Price fight there.
Yeah,
That,
Cowboy needs to retire.
So it was a majority draw, and you see Nico Price cheering like a motherfucker.
Yeah,
Did you
dude,
see
there's
that?
some weird
Cowboys looking
shit.
at him like, "What, dude? What are you cheering for?"
There was some weird shit.
But yeah, anyways, that Chimaev, like, quite the rise, though. It's pretty funny.
Real crazy rise. Dude, he looks like a fucking gremlin. It's so funny. Hold on. Let me pull this up for you. Hopefully I have it saved. Fuck, I hope I have it saved, because fuck.
Oh, so it might also be either Maybe not Damian Maya now. It might be Steven Wonderboy Thompson.
Him fighting Hamzat?
Chimaev, yeah.
Weird. That's a more interesting fight.
And the Masvidal Covington is for January, December. This Chimaev Wonderboy is for December 19th. Bro.
Bro, his lower lip is attached to his neck.
What the fuck is that, dog? Yeah. Good call on the beard, though. Real talk, son. Real talk.
Shit is
Yo,
whack,
also,
bro.
Robbie Lawler and Mike Perry. Robbie Lawler is one of my favorites, so I'm always stoked when he fights, bro. Perry, fresh out of rehab, right? Or he is 30-day
Anger management or whatever the fuck.
Yeah. I know you're a big fan of his corner woman.
I am.
Yeah. So, I hope Robbie brings it to him and KOs him.
Yeah, that'd be good. That'd be good to see. I hope Robbie's had a rough go the last little bit.
Yeah, for sure. And also, we didn't talk about Poirier and Ferguson. We're supposed to fight, but
yeah,
Dana not offering the bag. Obviously, that's the holdup, right?
Yeah, it's tough. It's really tough. That's such a sick fight.
That would have been a war, bro.
Yeah, that'd have been so fucking good. I would really want to see that fight. But apparently, Ferguson is supposed to fight. There's talks of it now. Fuck, who's he supposed to fight? They're trying to think who's in that division. Fuck, I totally forget. He's supposed to fight someone like legit though. No,
I'm not sure.
Fuck. And then Poirier Connor, so it might work out all in the end. But fuck, I forget.
Did we talk about Anthony Johnson entering USADA testing?
Yeah, dude.
So he's back. They're saying, I guess, probably around February is
now
when he makes his comeback.
Now is the perfect time to come back.
That wide open division now, right?
Wide open, bro.
Yo, he would crush Blachowicz.
Yeah, you want to see power, bro?
Like, I don't like anyone coming off that long of a layoff, but I like this dude.
You give him who? Okay, so if you're matchmaking, who do you give him coming back?
You get Blachowicz right away.
There's no way you give him a title shot first go.
Reyes. Or whoever the second guy is. Like, you coming in, he's coming in hot. Dana White doesn't give you no freebies.
Oh, for sure. But anyone in the top 5 in that division is good. I think Gustafsson might come back down. Him versus Gus is a sick fight.
Now you're trying to see it. He'll fold Gustafsson like a lawn chair.
Dude,
that's going to be ugly.
That's the fight I want to see. I want to see Gus versus him and then give him a title shot.
That guy legit scares the shit out of me. I'm not gonna lie.
That guy's
I'm just thinking, have you seen that guy in a back alley or some shit, bro?
Oh, it's over, dude.
So, yeah, no, I'm super stoked for him coming back. He's gonna fuck shit up, man.
Yeah, I'm excited for that, too.
Dope.
What else you got, bro?
Oh, did you see that Russel Wilson talk about Paulo Costa being on steroids?
No.
Yeah, it was last week. And he's like, yeah, I think he's on it. Basically, he's like, pretty much. Which I thought was like,
dude, he's
someone in your position, even if you think he's on it, you probably wouldn't say anything.
Just keep your mouth shut type deal.
But whatever, he has the right to say whatever the fuck he wants to say.
If
right?
but also too, for us is a pretty like
we all joke about it, but to hear it from someone like in respected and like they think about it too, obviously, just like we do.
100%, and that's what I'm thinking too. Is Faraz is a pretty reserved guy, so him saying that means that he genuinely thinks that. So I don't know, kind of do with that what you will, I guess.
Yeah, and I don't know how does that. I don't know how it worked with COVID and now with these guys on Fight Island, but how does USADA testing work? That's got to be a gong show now.
You might be right. There might be some holes.
Fuck yeah, there's holes. There has to be, man.
Yeah, I guess so. Especially if like
we talked about camps when they take their camps to Thailand or Russia. USADA doesn't go with
all the international guys. He's down in Brazil,
so
eating whatever the fuck he wants to eat.
That's all I'll say, but yeah. How long are we at?
We're at 1:25.
Okay, quickly, so I want to talk about something.
Yeah,
Breonna Taylor.
Shoot.
So, the cops basically didn't get charged. One cop got charged with wanton endangerment.
Yeah.
And that's because he fired recklessly into other apartment buildings.
Yeah.
Right? Pretty much. So, okay, to back it up a bit, no-knock warrant. They were actually there for her ex-boyfriend.
Because
she was a drug dealer.
Brianna was dating this drug dealer, known drug dealer, and I guess her house was on the list of houses that he operated out of, but then she had broken up with him and is with this new guy now.
And from my understanding, broken up with him not like a couple of weeks. It was like...
I don't know the dates.
It was like, I think a month or so. Anyways.
Okay.
So cops obtain a no-knock warrant.
Yep.
And then here's where it gets debatable. The boyfriend inside the apartment says he heard a knock, but no announcing of who they were. Now, to back this up, the boyfriend there is on edge because of Breonna's ex-boyfriend. He's in the streets.
Yeah.
I think they've been whatever. He was just been on edge from this guy.
Man, if I'm dating some girl and her ex, who she recently broke up with, is like a legitimate drug dealer, I'm scared too. Especially if you're living, I don't want to use the word the hood, but in your, not disenfranchised, what's the word, where you're an impoverished neighborhood,
yeah,
where really the cops aren't on top of shit, where really someone could come bust down your door and really run up on you, no problem, I'd be on edge too.
For sure. So cops come barreling through. Her boyfriend, Kenneth Walker, says he fired a warning shot.
He also said, who's there, who's there? No one answered.
And then cops come in, see the shot, they fire back. It becomes a fucking shootout.
Yeah.
So basically, what had happened was it's declared that nobody was in the wrong.
Because the cops thought they were going into a drug house and hear shots go off. They think they're getting shot off. Breonna's boyfriend thinks, hey, this is Breonna's ex banging at my door.
They have stand your ground law there.
Exactly.
And he has a legally licensed firearm.
Yeah, he's worried for his life. So he's owns a legal gun and is within his, said who's there, fired a warning shot. All of a sudden, he hears shot. So he's shooting back too. Everyone's in the right, which is fucked up.
Right. So Walker was taken away in handcuffs. A grand jury later indicted him on attempted murder of a police officer. No drugs were ever found.
That's fucked.
And another thing, no body cameras were on, which is
What's
fucked
the
up.
point of instituting body cameras if no one wears them? Or no one turns them on?
And this has been an issue with police for a long time. A couple of things now. This is where I have an issue, and let's just take race out of it for a sec. I want to know why, again, that they're not held accountable. Okay. The city paid the family $12 million. Mm-hmm. You don't pay someone $12 million if you didn't do something wrong. Mm-hmm. Secondly, when they filed the police report, the cops... Yeah. Nice one.
Thank you.
The cops filled out the police report and said there was no injuries, even though she was shot 8 times. Mm-hmm. They said that there was no forced entry, even though they broke down the door.
There was.
The fact that you're covering it up is something. If everything's on the up and up, why are you lying?
Exactly.
Right? So, I knew when the settlement got released that they were in trouble because they released the settlement and the decision hadn't came out yet. But when the settlement's released, and I even said it, I'm like, it didn't go good for them. Guarantee you. Yeah. Right? So, after that, obviously there was riots.
Yep.
2 cops get shot. This is what happens when you ignore people's civil rights. Mm-hmm. Right? And Schultz made a good point. He's like, yo, we have a deal with the government. If someone fucks up, you guys got to take care of it.
Yeah.
If a doctor kills a patient, malpractice or whatever it's called, the doctor faces consequences.
You, as police officers, you're given the authority and ability to, when it really matters and you need to, you can take someone's life, you can take lethal action. But the deal is, if you use that power poorly or you fuck up, there's consequences. And up to this point, there hasn't been consequences.
Also, it's been revealed that at the time they did the no-knock, they had the boyfriend already in custody. So
really, they had the ex.
The drug dealer. Yes. And I also heard that they may have lied about getting surveillance on the house, and there's something fishy with the search warrant.
I heard about that too.
So definitely haven't heard the last of it. Now, this just came out a couple of days ago, the ballistic reports.
Yep.
Right? So recently, the Kentucky's Attorney General came out and was like basically putting everything to bed, saying nobody was in the wrong, right?
Yep.
Well, it comes out that the reports are the attorney general came out and said that friendly fire had been ruled out in the wounding of one of the officers, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it comes out later that the cops are carrying 40 cals and 9 mils, but they were only told that they only carry 40 cals. So you're lying right there about that too. One of the cops had a 9 mil register to him. So it doesn't make sense to me why.
Was the cop who got shot? Sorry to pause.
Yeah.
The cop who got injured was from a 9 mil, and they're now saying that.
And one of the cops
they
had
were
a 9
carrying
mil.
a 9 mil.
Yeah, one of the cops has a 9 mil.
Okay.
They were told in the beginning it was only 40 cals, but now it's turned out to be not true. Like, this just reeks of police cover up.
Yeah, 100% it does.
And we know this because of the police report they filed out themselves in their own handwriting.
Yep.
And when you don't want to hold these guys accountable, and like I said, take race out of it. You guys fucked up, man.
Yeah.
You don't pay $12 million when you did something right.
Yeah, 100%.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't even know what to say, man. Like, I'm fucking like, I don't know, man. And it's not like, this is not like it's not a George Floyd situation.
No, it's different.
It's, so like, I know a lot of people lump it in together, but you still have to be held accountable. I don't give a fuck what color you are.
And this is the thing, right? And this is a microcosm of the whole entire situation, is that the system itself is fucked. That when there's a mistake, they get to cover it up and there's no consequences. And there needs to be fucking consequences.
And like, how is a cop charged with wanton endangerment for firing in the other apartments, but not Breonna's apartment?
People. Like, apparently bullets went through the walls and into like 5 other apartments.
Yeah. But how are you not charged for wanton endangerment in that apartment? Like, it's a really fucked up case. It's so sad that the most innocent person, her, died. I don't know. Honestly, I don't fucking believe the cops. Another thing, if you have a no-knock warrant, why the fuck you knocking?
Yeah.
What the fuck's going on? It's just so many things, man.
And it's such a game of like he said, she said, because apparently it came out that like after the knock and they broke in, some neighbors are saying that they did hear them say police, and then other neighbors are saying that they didn't hear them say that. So how much of that is, you know what I mean? It's like, who's really in the right, who's telling the right story based on the past history. I don't really believe the cops either.
One thing,
it's just a poor use of power.
One thing I would like to see, which is never going to happen, but you should be able to personally sue the cops' family, or personally sue the cops. Sorry, not the family.
Yeah.
Because if they have that extra second to think, I'm going to lose everything if I do this, maybe it changes some of their mind.
Yeah.
I don't know. They just hide behind the city bails them out, and away they go.
Yeah.
I don't know. This shit's never going to stop. And I don't know. It's just like these cops need to be held responsible for their actions. We've seen it like everywhere.
They need to be held responsible. And I think the fact that one of their own, who has gone through police, quote unquote, police training, got so scared that he just fired shots in a random direction. Speaks.
That guy's
that guy is a
bro.
That guy's one thing. That guy's a bitch, absolute bitch. But two, clearly the training they do isn't extensive enough to where you break down and you start firing
is
shots.
Definitely one of the things that needs to be on the table here.
And that's what the biggest thing for me. Like when people talk about how do we fix it? I'm not claiming to have the issue, the solution. I think, but for me, the most obvious thing is fix. One, who's eligible to be a police officer. Anybody can walk in off the street, do their basic training, pass the fitness test, and you're a cop. That's so fucked to me. That is so unbelievably fucked.
I can't remember. There's a city that just recently started, when there was like calls for police, they started sending out a social worker, and it was like a total different way of doing it.
Yeah.
I can't remember. I don't want to. I can't remember where it was, but like it totally has changed the way this shit in that city is done. I wish I remember what city it was. Maybe next week I'll
Look it up.
I'll look it up. But so like, you know, shit needs to change.
100%.
You know, and the sad thing is, it ain't. We know this. That's the sad thing.
Yeah.
If you want to keep treating people like this, you can't be like, these guys are acting like animals. Well, when you treat them like caged fucking dogs, what do you expect, man?
Mm-hmm.
You know? It's like, and there's going to be more of these, man. That's the fucked up thing. You know, when does it end, man? Mm-hmm. It's not gonna. That's sad, man. Mm-hmm. That's fucking sad, dog.
Yeah.
Hate to end the podcast like that, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, man. These cops need to get fucking held accountable, you know? End of story.
I'm going to go shoot myself now. But
all right, sweet. Tell them where they can find us, bro.
All right, everybody. Highly Unlikely Pod on everything. Sorry that we missed a week. I couldn't shit. So we'll see y'all next week.
Peace.